Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and today I wanted to focus on a recipe that's going to take you absolutely no time to make at all. You can be like a college student and just learning how to cook, and then this is going to be a great recipe for you. And it's going to take a classic Italian dish that's normally pretty messy and time intensive to make and do it like that. I'm talking lasagna. It's basically the cake of the Italian pasta world, right? It's like a sheet cake of amazing pasta and cheese and red sauce, and it's just next level amazing. How about we turn it into a risotto? Oh, I know risotto, we might be thinking, is not the easiest thing to do, but the Instant Pot has changed that game because risotto is one of the easiest things to do with the Instant Pot, no babysitting whatsoever. And we're gonna take the best of the lasagna. I'm talking the ground meat, I'm talking the cheese, I'm talking the red sauce, the ricotta, all that stuff. And we're just gonna give it a nice mix in with everything. And just like that, the flavor is going to course throughout the risotto, where it's going to be super creamy, super dreamy, and it's going to make you look like McSteamy. So my friends, this recipe hails from my super shortcut Instant Pot cookbook, where no Instant Pot recipe will ever exceed 10 ingredients. If I call for salt and pepper or olive oil, that counts for the ingredients, okay? That's 3 ingredients right there. And every single recipe has beautiful cover step-by-step photos like this one. You're going to see for yourself how easy it is to do. So we're going to go right to the Instant Pot, and we're going to make a lasagna risotto so good. Anybody can make it, even a dodo. Let's do it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to the Instant Pot. Okay, on this Duo Crisp Ultimate lid, I want to then hit the saute button and then hit the temperature button to get to my level, and I want to go to a 6, which is the highest, and then just hit the start button. Give it some heat. And after about a few minutes of my oil heating up, I'm then going to take 1 large yellow onion that I've diced up and saute the onion in the oil for about 3 minutes, just until it becomes slightly softened and translucent. Okay, and after about 3 minutes of sauteing my onion, I'm now going to add in my next ingredient, because it's not lasagna without some meat. Well, at least if it's a lasagna that has meat in it. Sometimes you have a vegetarian one, but we're not playing that here. We're doing meat. I'm going to be adding in 1.5 pounds of a ground beef of your choice. You can use just regular ground sirloin, a ground meatloaf mixture, which usually has veal, pork, and ground beef in there. You could use Beyond Meat though, however, if you are vegetarian or plant-based, so you could make it vegetarian absolutely, or just leave it out. But 1.5 pounds of it should do the trick. And now we're going to break this down, and we're going to saute for about another 3 minutes until the meat becomes crumbly and lightly browned. Okay, and after about 3 minutes of sauteing my ground beef, you'll see that it's going to become crumbled and lightly browned. If there's any juices in there, leave them. We want them in there. It's going to create rich flavor for this wonderful risotto. Next thing I want to add in is going to be some arborio rice, 2 cups of it, and it has to be arborio. For a risotto, make sure when you're in the market you get arborio rice. Don't use long grain, don't use basmati, don't use jasmine, use arborio. Repeat it with me. Use arborio. There you go, you said it. 2 cups of it, and it shouldn't be rinsed. Don't even rinse it. And we'll finish that up with 4.5 cups of a broth of your choice. You can use chicken, beef, garlic, vegetable, whatever you want, any flavor you love. Now we're going to stir everything together really well in the pot, scraping the bottom to make sure that any brown bits from the meat have come up. Just make sure it's a nice, smooth bottom in that pot. Alright, looking like that, we are perfect. We are now ready to pressure cook. Now I'm using a different model of Instant Pot here for this, and I've never used this one before, so let's lock it. If you have a normal Instant Pot, that the majority of them are, you would turn the little top and go into sealing position. And now that I've shut my lid, I'm going to hit the cancel button and then hit the pressure cook button. And then hit the pressure cook button. And I want to go for 6 minutes. And to do that, I'm going to hit time and turn the knob to adjust. And it doesn't even give me a pressure option, so I guess it's just 1 level. I'm assuming it's high pressure. And then hit start. So while the risotto is pressure cooking, we're going to create the cheese mixture. And to do that, I want to get a medium-sized mixing bowl, and I want to add to that 8 ounces, or the equivalent of 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, or you can use a mozzarella cheese blend, like a 4 pizza cheese blend, where it'll have like mozzarella, maybe provolone in there. That's fine. Something like that. I also want to add in 1 cup of ricotta cheese. This is 15-ounce container, so just about half of it will do. A half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1 large egg that I've lightly beaten. Now I'm going to get in there and just mix everything together. It's going to be pretty thick and clumpy, almost like a paste, and that's how it should be. And then when it looks like this, we're fine. It's enough mixing. We'll set this aside. And now that we're done pressure cooking, it's in the quick release mode and it automatically does it for you. Look at that, an automatic quick release. And now the display is going to tell me when I can open the lid because there's no pin that's visible on this model, this Duo Crisp Ultimate Lid model. Okay, I just heard something happen, which means that the pin has dropped, and I guess I have to wait for it to say, oh, okay to open lid. Look at that. So I'm gonna unlock it with this little thing here. And okay, and there's my risotto. It's not quite done just yet. We're gonna get in there. It's gonna be a little liquidy. That's good. Perfect. It's gonna be creamy and lovely. But we're gonna now transform this into its lasagna state with the final touches. And that's going to be 1.5 cups of a marinara sauce of your choice. You can make mine. You can totally use a jarred one, but use a good jarred one if you want to. Use like Rayo's or Victoria White Linen. You can often get them for a great price at Costco or whatever brand you like. 1.5 cups. And also making sure it's lukewarm is ideal here because we don't want to pour cold marinara sauce into a hot risotto, right? Room temperature is great, or if it's already in the fridge from a jar that's already open, just put it in the microwave for a few seconds. All right, 1.5 cups. And we'll finish that off with the cheese mixture. Add that whole thing to the pot as well. And now we're gonna stir all of that into our risotto. And the heat from the pot with the risotto is going to totally melt the cheese, cook the egg, get the sauce flowing, and look at how beautiful this is looking. It's looking like lasagna. I'm gonna stir this around for about, a couple of minutes and then just let it rest. Oh, it's looking so cheesy and pleasy and amazing. Oh, look at this. Cheese! Now taste it. If you feel like you want it a little bit salty, you can add in a little bit of seasoned salt to taste. Start with about a teaspoon at a time, okay? It's totally up to you. Now, if you want to give this risotto a nice al forno lasagna finish, all you have to do is sprinkle on some additional mozzarella cheese. Between 1 to 2 cups should do the trick. Doesn't have to be fancy. It can be the cheap value brand from the store. Whatever you want. Right on top. We don't want to go too overboard. I've used about, or maybe you do want to go too overboard, I don't know, it's up to you. I've used about a cup or a cup and a half or so. And now with this Duo Crisp Ultimate Lid, I can hit this red button and then reveal the air fryer on top. And I'm gonna now lower the lid, make sure it's locked, and then hit the broil button on the air fryer side here and hit the start button. And I'm just gonna go for like about 2 minutes and check on it, okay? Maybe even just 1 minute. We don't want it to go, over the top. We want it just to be a nice bubbly brown color. And by the way, you don't have to do the broiling of the cheese in this Instant Pot model at all. You can easily just transfer it to an oven and broil it for a few moments in a casserole dish, or you can use the air fryer lid that comes with your Instant Pot. I know not everybody has this model. I haven't even used it until today. Or you can just not add the al forno finish at all. The risotto is gonna be perfectly lasagna-like and cheesy as it is. Check on it like after 2 minutes. I did, it wasn't quite done yet, so I'm giving it about 4 minutes. And let's take a look and okay. This right here is exactly what we want. That is perfect. Look at this. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's what you want. A cheese pull. That's what we call a cheese pull. Now this is ready to serve. Look at how it's come together after resting for a few moments. Here we go. I mean, it's lasagna, but as a risotto, with no stirring, no babysitting, no mess, and basically no work at all. Lasagna is one of my favorite things, but it can be messy, it can be fussy. Not this one, Gussie. And it won't leave you in a hussy. This is truly a remarkable dish because it was not only so amazingly quick and simple and fun to make, but it was all done in less than 10 ingredients, or 10 ingredients or less, I should say. Beyond remarkable. The perfect meal for the no-time cook, a person who, you're going to college right now, you just go to college to just learn how to cook for yourself. This is for dinner. It's for dinner. It literally tastes like a lasagna. But all the work is gone, it's that good and that quick and simple. Remarkably delicious, just sensationally delicious and a convenient dish. And if you want to give it that really extra cheesy al forno finish there in the end, the Instant Pot, if you have a little air fryer lid or a crisping lid, or you want to just transfer everything to a casserole dish, just give it a quick broil in the oven to give it that real crazy al forno cheesy look at the end like a lasagna would have, be my guest. Now this recipe is in my super shortcut Instant Pot cookbook. aka the green one, because it's green and because it's so easy being green, where everything in this book is 10 ingredients or less. And you see this recipe, lasagna risotto, right in there. Beautiful color step-by-step photos, just like you're watching a video to get you through every recipe. So there's absolutely no guesswork whatsoever. I got you covered. And it's a nice cover, isn't it? Judge a book by its cover. Also, is pasta your thing? You want actual lasagna? Well, guess what? I got you covered on that too, because Pastabilities, my next cookbook, my 5th one, the red one, we're gonna call this one, has a classic lasagna in there that is knock your socks off delicious and super easy to make. And again, just like every other book, beautiful color step-by-step photos with a final shot of every single one, as well as a timing bar. There's no way you can mess these up, my friends, if you read the recipes properly. Thank you so much again for watching, my friends. And the next time you want to make a dish that'll impress anybody, from Betty next door to Madonna, well, just make a risotto and give it the treatment of lasagna. The at the end kind of made it wrong. Go with it, come on. It makes me really want to express myself. Delish. Enjoy.